a big day. People are receiving their Tom's Turkey Drive meals.
We are here at one of the distribution sites as people are picking up their holiday meals.
While Mark and Whitney are out handing out meals, I'm at the Valley Rosars as Tom's Turkey Drive continues.
Waking up to another round of fog tomorrow before maybe a little bit of snow makes its way back into the forecast, but it's really just rain.
Plus, businesses in downtown Spokane are looking to increase safety this holiday season. The move to hire private security tonight.
All the great activities that we have down here, we want to make sure people feel comfortable coming downtown.
Well, good evening, and thank you so much for being with us here on KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Jen York. Mark and Whitney are on assignment. We will be checking in with them shortly. But we do begin this evening with breaking news. Right now, we are learning that less than 30 minutes ago, Spokane police say a Numerica location on the 4900 block of South Regal in Spokane was robbed. So we do have some photos from that scene. SPD says the suspected robber is a male and he left on foot. They say no weapon was involved, but right now a K9 team is searching for that suspect. If you have any information, you are asked to contact 911. But also new in just the last 15 minutes, authorities also say a robbery took place at another location just a few blocks away. Spokane police say a man tried to rob a security guard at 57th and Regal. Now that suspect has been arrested. And we just got off the phone with officers who say that both of these robberies appear to be unrelated. Of course, we are still working to gather new information about both of these cases. As soon as we have new information, we will bring it to you right here on KREM 2 News. Of course, tonight there are more questions than answers in one North Spokane neighborhood where 3 members of one family were found dead. KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy looks at new information in the case and how Spokane schools are reacting.
Investigators with Spokane Police are now in a lengthy, painstaking investigation into the deaths of a woman and 2 children Thursday night.
At this point, this is very preliminary, early stages of the investigation. It does appear that this is potentially a murder-suicide.
Corporal Nick Briggs says a man called 911 around midnight after coming home to find his wife and 2 kids under 12 dead. While no identities have been released, Spokane Public Schools confirms the 2 children used to go to Balboa Elementary, but were now homeschooled.
We are always immediately at the school.
Chris Moore says the district's crisis response team is now supporting Balboa students and staff.
They'll go to the students' classes, they will talk to the kids, we'll have a separate room set up where students that are struggling with the loss or the crisis, they can go, and we'll have maybe music or coloring, some mindfulness activities.
Spokane Public Schools is also providing more counselors at Balboa and urging families to talk to their students to help them process this tragedy.
This is the time when the kids need you most.
Balboa families were sent resources to start that sometimes tough conversation at home.
Just reassure them that they are safe, they are loved, encourage them to talk about their feelings.
Moore says with younger students, it's best to gauge whether they know about the tragedy.
Tell me about your day today.
By asking simple questions.
What was the best part of your day? What was the hardest part of your day? If they speak to it, then you can engage in the conversation.
Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
Well, turning our attention now to the weather, of course, sundown now. Beautiful look over downtown Spokane. Of course, now we're looking into the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo joining us now. Jeremy, what are we looking at? I know we have some cold temperatures potentially sticking around.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where when you clear out skies like what we've done, you just lose all of the heat this time of year. We've got long nights, a low sun angle, and a dry-ish atmosphere, and that plays a big role in those temperatures dropping. Once that fog forms and we get that cloud cover just kind of down on the ground or right above us, that will play a role, but watch these temps drop. I'm telling you, in the next couple of hours, that 35 is going to plummet. We'll see fog form. It's just the way it goes. By tomorrow morning, our mid-30s turn into low 30s or upper 20s across the inland northwest. It is a cold one. It is likely a foggy one as well, but then what winds up happening is we catch a little sun before eventually we get our next round of rain moving in. That rain moves in from the southwest and turns into snow overhead. Likely starts as a few few raindrops, likely turns into a few snowflakes mixed with raindrops, then back to rain by the time the sun comes up tomorrow, and then it moves out. Nothing to worry about here in Spokane. Most of that rain, or excuse me, most of the snow stays up in the mountains, but maybe a rain-snow mix for a couple of minutes is about it.
Jeremy, thank you. All right, the biggest KREM Cares event is here. Of course, we are talking about Tom's Turkey Drive. That is an effort to provide Thanksgiving meals to local families. And tonight, we bring you KREM Cares team coverage. Mark Hanrahan and Whitney Ward are at a distribution site in Spokane Valley. Hundreds of meals are already getting into the hands of the families that need them most. But of course, we do want to begin with our main man here, Tom Sherry, to tell us more about his namesake, Tom's Turkey Drive.
Jen, it is so nice to see you. I get to see pictures of you on social media with your beautiful baby, and it's wonderful. Now, not such a baby anymore. Anyway, it's fabulous. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom's Turkey. Oh, look what I did here. Tom's Turkey Drive going on right now at all area Rosar stores for $25. You can feed a family in need. Now the bags are actually empty right now, but we'll fill them up with the turkey. We'll have delicious rolls. We'll have Dairy Gold milk, half gallon of that. We're gonna have fresh potatoes and all the fixings that go for a Thanksgiving dinner. So it's gonna be absolutely wonderful. We could not do it without our fabulous volunteers. Come on, Dave, follow me. They're out here where it's cold. These are our volunteers here, and they said they didn't want to go on television and talk. Is that still the way you want to go? Yeah. Can we say hi to you?
Yeah. Hi.
Thank you, you guys, for being part of Tom's Turkey Drive. We love you guys. Can't do it without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you're saying I don't want to talk, but I don't care. I love you guys. Thank you, Second Harvest. Okay, we're going back in here. So this is what you see when you walk in the Rosars. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. The big turkey up there. So we're encouraging everyone to come on down. We've got this beautiful picture right here. Look at this. Mark Hanrahan, super great dad, very fit. The rose among the thorns. Whitney Ward, ladies and gentlemen, we love her. Smart as a whip, Jeremy right there, super nice guy. And then the old shoe right here, he's comfortable. Oh, are you picking up a bag, my friend? You're a great man. May I shake your hand, sir?
You betcha.
Can I ask your first name?
Bob.
Bob, turn around. Bob just bought a family a Thanksgiving dinner. How come you do this, Bob? Why do you like doing this?
You got to give, in time of the holidays. So that's
I get
thing
it.
to do.
You're a humble man that does good things.
Yes.
I like you, Bob. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too.
That's Spokane right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to have more from Rosars out here in the valley with Tom's Turkey Drive, and we're also going to hear from the rest of the gang. Back to you.
Oh, Tom, there is nothing like live TV. We love it. Of course, thank you to everyone who has donated so far. It's a very generous thing to do for our local families. Of course, distribution of those meals is underway. We do want to check in with Mark Hanrahan and Whitney Ward. They're in Spokane Valley this evening. Hi, guys.
Hey, good evening to you, Jen. I kind of want to hear Tom just gas us up some more and tell us about how great we are. By the way, did he refer to himself as an old shoe?
He did, but he called me a rose among thorns, so it's fine.
Very nice of him. Yeah, we are here in Spokane Valley. We're at the Safe Center. We're off Montgomery. This is the largest distribution center for Tom's Turkey Drive this year. Of course, we changed formats, as we've been telling you about. They have given out about 2,400 meals this week, and tonight caps off their distribution here at this center.
Yeah, it's been an incredible day, very successful. We, again, know that distribution was very different this year. That's not a bad thing. In fact, it's been a very good thing because there are a lot of people in a lot of different communities and neighborhoods that we know need help, especially this year because it's been very tough with grocery prices and whatnot. And so we want to bring in Cal Koblenz here, the CEO of Partners Inland Northwest. Cal, we really appreciate you being here tonight. With so many changes this year with Distribution Day for Tom's Turkey Drive, how has it been for you guys?
Well, I think that it's been good in the fact that it's driving people to the resources, to the permanent resources, instead of just driving through a line and not knowing where the food comes from. Right. So we're hoping to gain a lot of new customers, people that are suffering in silence and don't know that there's a food pantry around the corner. So I think that's the positive win.
I heard the statistics about your guys' setup here, about 30 seconds from entry to the door to be out with the food meal, and that's pretty amazing.
Well, our normal food bank operation is kind of that way too. You check in, go out to the food bank, and you're in and out within 5 minutes with a whole grocery cart full of food. So we're used to operating fast.
Well, That's amazing. Last question for you. Tom, you guys obviously do work year-round, not just for Tom's Turkey Drive. If there's someone in the community who needs assistance aside from Tom's Turkey Drive, how do they go about getting that from you folks?
Well, for partners, come to our location anytime Monday through Friday, and we get them food immediately. But the Second Harvest website has a list of all the pantries in the entire area, so they can go to the one closest to them.
Cal, thank you very much.
We also want to remind people that perhaps you didn't get signed up for a Tom's Turkey Drive meal this year. There is still help out there. You may not be getting an actual Tom's Turkey Drive meal, but there is still food assistance. So we have a list of all of those resources on our website right now. You can just go to KREM.com. That does it for us here right now. Jen, back to you.
Mark and Whitney, thank you so much. I know, extend our thank you to all the volunteers who are out there making everything possible tonight as well. We still have much more ahead here on KREM 2 News at 5. We are continuing our Tom's Turkey Drive coverage, so you can stick around as we hear about what it takes to put on this massive Thanksgiving meal drive.
I definitely think it'll help shoppers feel safer.
Plus, starting tonight, shoppers will see more private security around downtown Spokane. Why the Downtown Spokane Partnership is paying for your protection.